If you unalive yourself, it's because you are a letdown to society. Your depression is not real. Anxiety? No. Weakness. Get up at 4 AM and do those push-ups. And never smile. And remember, only women...
Yeah, so I actually just spent my actual living time making that reel. And you might have been thinking, Katie, that was really cringe. That was disgusting. I actually shed a single tear making that. Why did you do it, you might be asking yourself? Well, I'll tell you. Today is your lucky day, ladies, gentlemen, and those in between. Meet Jake Ricks _official. And now the _official part is very important. This fella is serious. I mean, look at his trim. He means business. Now, Jake, bless his soul, right, is another one of those self-proclaimed alpha males who posts truly, truly heartwarming, inspirational content to get you weak, feminine, sissy males back to how you really should be. Man-like, manly, and full of men. No, maybe not that last part. And let me tell you, it is working. With a mass of insecure year 9 stashed under his little belt and loads of likes and positive feedback on his videos, you can see Jake really is following his own advice. Anyway, let's learn, shall we? Take it away, Mr. Ricks.
Drop me in the fucking Amazon with nothing and I'll get out within a day in a fucking Lamborghini.
Well, Jake, you may have escaped the Amazon rainforest in a Lamborghini, but I bet you've never escaped the North Pole in a McLaren. So, beat that one.
Fucking planets. You should be aiming to become stronger than Frank Castle and John Wick combined. You're supposed to be so ambitious that...
I feel like John Wick is maybe a bad example because John is carrying weapons and guns. So maybe pick someone who uses their physical power like The Rock or Mike Tyson.
Everyone laughs at you. And if you're not, you've been programmed and your ambition has been killed. You're supposed to aim to be the richest man on the earth. But society has killed that by laughing at you if you ever think...
Oh, that'll show him. There's nothing more alpha male than using stock pictures in the back of your videos. That's my first point. My second point, why? I feel like this is the most cliche point I'll make throughout the video, but I don't know, Jake. I fear that successful people aren't posting these TikToks on how to be successful every single day. Many of them getting under 10 likes. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
The mentality that 99% of people have is allowing everything to control them. Most people are fat because they allow how they feel to decide what and when they're going to eat. Most people are unsuccessful because they allow how they feel to decide what they're going to do. You have to figure out exactly what it is that you need to do to get where you want.
If that's the case, Jake, do you want to explain to me why you're doing nothing on Tuesdays?
Could have the most severe mental health problem on the planet. No one cares.
That's fine then. That's all right then. If you have like severe schizophrenia, no one gives a shit, all right? If you have like severe crippling depression that's like causing you to like harm yourself, who gives a... No one cares, all right? You're fat and you're lazy. Deal with it.
You actually do it as a man if you're not training every single day to reach your physical prime, and not even for all the normal benefits like being more attractive, increasing your testosterone, having way more energy for everybody around you, not even for those, but purely just to turn yourself into a physical fucking weapon. Because every single...
To answer your question, Jake, maybe because some people don't care. Maybe some people want to get relatively in shape and live their lives, not counting protein with every single meal and counting their macros and eating just for gains. Maybe some people want to have a normal life.
Depression doesn't exist, anxiety doesn't exist, mental illness does not exist. Nothing exists but you and what's in between you and your mission. That's the mindset that you need to have.
Yeah, I just wanted to ring up to cancel my appointment. Yeah, no, I know I said that I was very, very close to ending it all and that I just didn't see the point in life, but Jake Ricks _official is just telling me that I'm not unlocking my full potential and that I should just grow up, basically. In all seriousness, though, people that come online to say shit like this, men especially, because women don't tend to get online to preach to other women that you're not a woman if you give in to your mental health problems. That's not at all a healthy mindset. And this is a perfect example of the reality of toxic masculinity, which many people have commented on my channel before does not exist, apparently. I know this is like a silly argument to make and maybe it will offend some people, but people complain about men's mental health not being taken seriously. And I genuinely believe that it starts here. It starts here with men posting stuff like this and then other men leading from that example. Like, yes, this is like ridiculous and it's got 67 likes, but he is just a carbon copy of people like Andrew Tate who spout the same nonsense. And many young men will genuinely actually think that. And you sit at home and we laugh and it's like funny because like if you've got an ounce of brain, you won't watch this and think, oh fuck, like yeah, no, that's true. You'll look at him and think, oh, you twat. It's the same old shit, isn't it? It's really tragic.
Cure for every single mental disease under the fucking sun for a man is ambition. I don't even have time to consider my mental fucking health because I'm too preoccupied on whether the actions that I'm doing today are going to turn me into a physical.
If you've got a 90-year-old man with dementia or Alzheimer's, you need to get in their face, scream at them and say, the reason you're like this, grandpa, is because you've got no ambition, and chuck them out on the street and let them find their own way. And also, if you've got some brain rot going on inside there, Jake, which clearly you have, because that's why you're posting these very cringy videos for 60 likes and 8 comments, most of which are tearing into your bum fluff or your braces, I would consider maybe getting some help for your mental health, and maybe you won't post stuff like this, which you will probably regret. I'm just going to say something, and I don't know how to word it without it being arrogant, but I don't spend every second of my time becoming a physical weapon. And I make content too, Jake. You have quite a good amount of people on TikTok. You've got more followers than me, but each of your videos are getting about 60 likes and 1,000 views. I don't think you're unlocking your maximum potential and your maximum money earning. I don't think you're earning the bank here. I'm just saying.
Weak, lazy, emotional men have no ambition. So you have all the time in the world to sit there and cry and act depressed. Whereas a man with ambition, as we are naturally supposed to have, has shit to do. I haven't got time to cry about the past.
Ambition and success are not mutually exclusive from being an emotional and having a cry every now and then. I bang out my videos sometimes 3-4 days in a row, then I have a day or two where I sit around and cry and have no ambition, and then I do it all again. Obviously, we know this is a load of shite, and unfortunately, men like this will just fade away into the abyss mentally within the next few years when they slowly realise that never crying and never thinking about their emotions starts to catch up with them. Because these type of men see a broken leg very differently to anxiety or depression. And yeah, it's kind of weird.
Without enemies, you're not doing anything. Enemies give you a reason to win. The stronger your enemy is, the stronger you have to be. So find an enemy.
I thought I was doing all right on YouTube, to be fair, so far. And then he's hit me with reality. I don't have an enemy. I need an enemy. Who could we, Jake Baz, fuck you, cunt.
The only fathomable reason you would want to sleep is because your life doesn't excite you. You should have
Well, actually, sometimes I want to sleep because I know the next day I have a long day ahead of me and I want to be able to put my all into that day. But yes, that's it, Jake. I want to go to sleep because I'm a weak-ass bitch who has no direction in life. Actually, the second part was a little bit true.
99% of people today are depressed. That's why they need the cinema. That's why they...
Firstly, where's your stats from? 99% of people are depressed, are they? Second of all, that's why they need cinema. That's why they need Netflix. Well, that's new to me, Jake, because I always thought what would help a lot of people's depression was maybe the NHS waiting times being a bit lower, or maybe the correct education on diet and lifestyle, and not telling men to suppress every ounce of negative emotion that they ever come into contact with.
I hate it when people glorify other men. Mike Tyson is so good. David Goggins is so tough. You're not going to become better than them by sitting there and putting...
What we're saying is that men shouldn't look up to other men because men should aspire to be better than every other man out there.
Go to festivals, you go to football games, you go to watch other men fight and win. Who the fuck are your future children and wife going to look up to if you're too busy?
Oh yeah, because the men that people are looking up to now definitely didn't look up to other men before. You go to a football game, right, and you're telling me that Mbappe, or whatever his name is, never watched football when he was growing up. Now he's a successful footballer. Did he never watch footballers? Did he never look up to other men? Do you think about the stuff you say?
Choosing to be depressed is just a socially acceptable way of giving up and being a coward. I don't want to take responsibility over my life.
Bro doesn't even look like he believes what he's saying. Choosing to be depressed is basically an excuse to be a coward. You can see him reading a script. Firstly, not to get all serious and boring, but yeah, the people that suffered like serious neglect or abuse growing up that then go on to be depressed or have depression or be anxious are just looking for an excuse. Yeah, because I'm sure they've really wanted to have bad stuff happen to them growing up, and that a result of those bad things happening, giving them really bad mental health problems, is completely on their own back. Jake's never had a single bad thing happen to him, you can just tell. Or maybe he has. His mum using a bowl to do his hair.
And go through the pain to make it better. So I'm just going to give up and identify as someone who has depression. Choosing to be
I love that. I love it. Hi, my name's Katie, and I identify as someone with depression and anxiety. Hi, I'm Jake Ricks. I identify as someone whose chin looks like a lollipop dropped on the carpet.
Being better than yourself isn't good enough.
There's many great things about that video, but I'd say the best part is when he syncs the audio to the picture.
That's your problem. You're too comfortable with losing. I am not okay with losing. I am a sore loser. So I am going to make sure that I do everything.
Two things. One, you should lose the beard. And number two, that hat is great. I love the Converse hat. I do. I actually do. I can't do this anymore, I'm gonna be honest. I thought I'd enjoy this video, and I hated every second of it. So please give me a thumbs up, because it makes me more successful. Give me a thumbs down if you hate me and you're my enemy and you're gonna push me for success. Please don't give me a thumbs down. What am I doing? See you later.